Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. They're going to try an onside on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So Texas State's offense will get first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Bobcats are threatening on first and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. With the run on first and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 5 on that last one. Now, how aggressive will they be on second and inches? Tries again to get it in. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Louisiana Tech's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Grant. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Coates. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man, it's Hooks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver...
Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Here we go. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bobcats send out the punt unit.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Grant. Right on the money. Gets away from one, he's got space. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. The extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Browning. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. And the Bobcats want to move quickly. Here's the handoff. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down.
There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
4th and short? I already called my 3rd down play, knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Got enough for the first down. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. They'll try to get outside. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Well, they tossed it out to the running back going to the right. They were able to seal the defense with some good blocks and just too much space in the open field. Nice job.
The give on the inside. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. On the run, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
To the air, it's Grant. Got a man, it's Preston. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Catch in the middle, it's Coates. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Browning. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Makes the catch. It's Lloyd. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Grant. That's reeled in, it's Jackson. Turning it on! And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab, it's Browning. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd and short, so you look for your easiest throw and easiest completion. That's to the tight end. He makes the catch, and you move the chains.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Grant. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today.
And the Bobcats will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. Leaves it with the back. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a 1st.
Dropping back, it's Grant. The sure hands, it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Toss to the outside. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Lloyd. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Bobcats will punt this one away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Red pass, it's complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. It's caught.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Coates. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. RPO complete to open the drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season.